Welcome back to AM 590, 99.7 on your FM dial and everywhere at newsradioklbj.com. Well, the showdown over guns at the Great State Fair of Texas, well, it could happen today. A 15-day deadline imposed by the state attorney general expires this week.
The fight is over a decision announced by the fair earlier this month, a new rule that
prohibits fairgoers from carrying all firearms. Knives are prohibited according to state law. Clubs, explosive devices, ammunition, chemical dispensing devices.
It was met with Attorney General Ken Paxton's threat of legal action, citing laws that he says prevents the State Fair of Texas from stopping lawful citizens from carrying guns at the fair. The fair decided to enact the rule after a gunman at last year's fair opened fire, wounding 3 people. That man is still awaiting trial.
That's newsman Leonard Phillips reporting. Starting the school year before Labor Day is a wasteful stress on the power grid. That according to one North Texas lawmaker.
It makes no sense to start school in the hottest part of the year, says Frisco State Representative Jared Patterson, because air conditioning costs are high and it pushes the power system to its limits. Recalling the days of rolling blackouts during a winter storm 3 years ago, Patterson has resisted efforts to merge the Texas grid with surrounding national power systems. But he says simply delaying the start of school until after Labor Day would take the pressure off of the equipment and save the school district's money.
That's newsman Bill McLean reporting at 5:51. The U.S. Supreme Court recently making a ruling on Joe Biden's request to lift a block on the SAVE plan.
The High Court rejecting a request by the DOJ to overturn a lower court's decision to block the Biden administration's SAVE plan.
It actually grows the economy. It grows the economy.
The president's been propping up the proposal for months.
It helps everyone, not just the people whose debt is relieved, but when people in the student debt relieved, they buy homes. They start businesses, they contribute, they engage in the community in ways they weren't able to before.
High Court justices didn't go into the reasons for their ruling, but the case heads back to the lower courts now, and the plan is still blocked from taking hold. The Education Department paused loan payments for borrowers enrolled in the program earlier this month because of the legal battle. The ruling comes after the Supreme Court rejected President Biden's initial student debt relief proposal last year. I'm Clayton Neville.
The drivers may be facing a surge in car insurance rates. As we hear from Fox Business reporter Max Gordon, he checks in on the story and why rates are climbing so high.
The rise in insurance costs is due to a combination of inflationary pressures like an increase in the cost to repair a vehicle, as well as an uptick in severe weather events and crashes here in the U.S. This is according to a study by Insurify, which provides information about the insurance market. The average cost of full coverage in the U.S. rose by 15% in the first half of this year, and that number is expected to hit 22% by the end of the year. In 3 states, the increase is even more dramatic, with rates set to jump more than 50% this year in Missouri, Minnesota, and California.
Meanwhile, the Insurify report says severe weather events that result in $1 billion in damages or more are also on a rise, impacting insurers setting rates. The state of Oklahoma comes to the rescue for many residents at the grocery store checkout line. Newsman Jeff Manasso explains.
A grocery tax cut takes effect today in Oklahoma, helping make food more affordable for Oklahomans struggling to afford groceries. After Republican Governor Kevin Stitt signed a law earlier this year that removes Oklahoma's 4.5% tax on grocery bills, on everything from fresh produce to ground beef to baby food. Both city and county taxes on food still apply, but for the state tax cut, leaders say it could save the average Oklahoma family around $650 per year. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
The billionaire boss of the messaging app Telegram has been banned from leaving France as the investigation into organized crime continues.
Russian-born Pavel Durov was arrested when he landed near Paris last weekend. He's now been placed under formal investigation over allowing Telegram to be used by organized crime. That includes the app being used to share child sex abuse images. Durov's lawyer says Telegram has complied in every respect with European laws, and the allegations are totally absurd. The 39-year-old spent 5 days in custody and now has to stay in France and report regularly to police. The Russian government's warning the charges could be seen as a political act of intimidation. Jonathan Savage, Fox News.
Speaking of your money, the California Assembly has given final approval to a bill that could help undocumented immigrants in California buy homes. despite a lot of opposition from Republicans who said it would just encourage more illegal immigrants to cross into the country illegally. Elon Musk, he went as far as posting on his X platform that half of Earth should move to California, given all the incentives to do so. Assembly Bill 1840, which now goes on to Governor Gavin Newsom's desk, would allow illegal aliens to apply alongside other qualified applicants for the California Dream for All shared application loan program. Yeah, the program offers no-interest loans of up to $150,000 to cover down payments and fees. Stay close. We got traffic. We got your forecast. That's all straight ahead right here on News Radio KLBJ. It is 5:55.
The Todd and Oz Show.